Deep along the Wujiang River in Wulong, Chongqing, there is a mysterious cave wedged right into the heart of a sheer cliff. It's fenced off from the outside, its entrance a pool of pure black with a narrow trail clinging to the rock face beside it, leading to who knows where. Want to see more? Follow my nose and let's take a look. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina. I'm right now at Wulong, Chongqing. So the cave under the cliff, it's right behind me, but you cannot see it from here because it's perfectly hidden in the fold of the cliff. So today we're gonna ride up to see what's inside, and enough talking, let's get started. Our starting point is here. So right now we need to gain a few hundred meters in elevation, following a series of switchbacks to reach this cave halfway up the mountain. It's an overcast day today. As you can see, the gray, heavy sky makes everything feel desolate. As you can see, this path is a little bit muddy because it rained all morning. Wow, look at these sheer cliffs. They are massive. You don't get a scale from down here, but once the drone gets up, the perspective just opens up. Also, as you can see, the cars on the road below look like an ant against this rock face. Also over here, there is a frog, but it's completely covered by the wild grass. Look over here. Wow. Don't know what it is. I have no idea. Okay, let's go ahead. Wow, look over here. I see this wild fruit. Actually, it's edible. It tastes sweet and sour. Do you have this where you grew up? Actually, I used to pick and eat them all the time as a kid. Wow. Look at the view from this angle. Wow, the view is pretty stunning. As you can see, look at these huge mountains, the great river, also those houses scattered on the opposite slopes. Looks so peaceful. Imagine opening your window to this, every day. Feel like all your worries would just melt away. The path is getting wild. These weeds are so overgrown. Doesn't seem like many people come through anymore. Also, it rained all morning, so all the grass is covered in droplets. My shoes and the pants are definitely getting soaked. They are brushing against everything. Also, all along the path, there is this black, soft-grown algae. In Chinese, we call it 地皮菜. It's a type of algae that sprouts after rain. Never tried it myself, but I've heard it tastes like a black fungus, just less crunchy. Feels like the path ends here. Alright, let me see if I can push through these bushes. Wow. Should be getting close because we are walking right along the cliff edge now. Wow, look at this slope. Straight down below is the abyss, but it's covered in brush, so it doesn't look too scary. Plus, there is this railing for protection, so no need to worry. Okay, one below now. Look at the cliff face, so high up. We've been climbing for about an hour now. The path looks easy enough, but it's tougher than it seems with all this overgrown weed. But honestly, that wild feeling is kind of the point, you know. Okay, I think we almost arrived. Oh, look over here. There is a little house. I think it's probably a toilet. A five-star amenity for hikers. Wow. There was a shrine here, but whatever statue was inside is gone. No idea who took it. Okay, this part a little bit slippery, as also I see a lot of nails here, so I need to be careful to avoid step on them. Wow, look at all these snails. They're all coming out. After the rain, it's safe for them to move around without drying out. You know, the wet ground makes it easier for them to slide and look for food. Yeah, I think we finally arrived, as you can see. Also, look at this stone tablet. It says Guanyin Cave, erected by the Local Culture Relics Protection Unit. This stair was put up in 1983. Wow, so that means at least 40 years ago, the government recognized this place as worth protecting. So, but how old the cave itself is, whether centuries or just decades, isn't, written here. Look at this gate. The masonry looks recent. So those tire tracks we saw were probably for holding up these building materials. And also, there was an incense burner in front. Okay, let's head inside. See, both sides are lined with brickwork. Also, right as you enter, there was a huge Buddha statue. Feels like it's greeting every visitor. Wow, once I get in, a strong earthly smell hit me. It's bat guano. No surprise they are here, cause this place is so damp and dark. Also, the ceiling isn't high. I can touch it. Look, the floor is paved with bricks. There must have been a big job. Wow, so dark, like an abyss. Let's check over there. Wow, there's so many sofas here. And also 2 bed frames. Did someone actually live here? Doesn't look like it, because this environment isn't exactly habitable. Also, there are traces of fire over here. My guess is maybe the workers slept here when they were restoring the temple. Let's try to go down. There are 3 giant golden Buddha statues over here. As you can see, it's so huge. Okay, cannot see anything from here. Let me see if there is a way down. It's so dark. Also, my flashlight isn't nearly bright enough. Luckily, there is some outside light bleeding in. Look at all the jagged stalactite, and also the ground is covered in rubble and these huge fallen boulders, probably collapsed from the ceiling. Feels a bit risky. Maybe we shouldn't go further. There was also that cliff-hanging trail right next to the cave. I walked a bit of it, pretty nerve-wracking. We asked some of the villagers. They said this trail was originally an old path that used to connect to the nearby town, but it's been abandoned since part of it collapsed. They also said they don't really know the temple's full history. It was already here when they were kids. It was repaired once in recent years, but that sense of the unknown, that's exactly what makes it fascinating. It adds that extra layer of mystery, right? So that's all for today's adventure. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more explorations like this one. See you next time. I'm Tila. Bye bye.